how we can log into the GitHub account and create a workflows for our YAML file extension. So for these guys, what we need to do, as we you know that in the previous video, if you are following my playlist, we have deployed a sample app on a kind cluster. Now, in this video, we will check how to we can create a CI/CD pipeline to perform a single node cluster operation in a kind using GitHub Action. So before creating a single simple CI/CD pipeline, we should know that what is GitHub Action, guys. So GitHub Action is a means workflow where we can manage our repository. Repository means we can create our workflows and accordingly we can make the website as live. So any changes, suppose I have a website here and any changes I am doing it. So it would if I am running this website on any other environment, like suppose I am running it on AWS, Azure, okay, or Google Cloud, GCP. So from there, the changes what I am doing, it will automatically reflect on the website. Okay, means whatever workflows in the same way, whatever changes I will do on GitHub Actions. So here we are following the GitHub action, and any changes I will do, it will automatically reflect in our website. Means here it will reflect. Okay, so for this, we will discuss the steps what all we need. So first, I will log into my GitHub account. You can go to github.com and from there you can easily log in. You can create an account there. So let's see here. I am logged since I have logged into the github.com. I can you can sign up here and from there once you logged in, you will see this dashboard page, guys. Okay, and from here you will see select the different types of mode in the settings. You can go and you can set the appearance as dark or light as per your convenience. So I have selected the dark theme here, so you can change the theme according to yourself. So this is my profile and now here I can go to repository directly. Okay, so this next step is we can create a repository or we can also create a existing repository, guys. So these are the repositories I will go. In my account, it is showing me one. So I can also create a new repository here. So I can click on new as per our second step, guys. And here I will create a folder like .github/workflows. So what this will create, it will provide a set of names into the our profile. So let's go here and write a name, give a name as let's say since I have created a like a Kubernetes single cluster, so I will give the name as kind-ci. I will give, okay, means we are creating a kind CI/CD pipeline, means continuous integration. Description, if you want, you can give. So I have created it in Kubernetes, so I will give it as Kubernetes. You can also give as per your convenience. Okay, so this is you can mention. Keep this the visibility as public or private as per you want. If you want to see other people, if you can, then you can create select it as public. And here I have, if you want, you can specify the readme file to know you can on and off the button. Okay, now here I will click on, so kind C is available, CI is available. Okay, and now this will be honor, and here you can create multiple honors as well if you want to review the another person also. So now here also I can import the repository again if I want the existing repository, but I am not importing it. I will create it. Let's again go to my repository, actually gone. So since we are on the our second step, we are creating a new repository. So let's go to my repositories here. And from here I will, this is I have created 1 month ago, but we are creating a new repository, guys. So let's go here. So under repositories, I will click on new. And here I will give as name kind-ci. Give the simple name so that will be easily available for you. Okay. And now here I will give the name as description Kubernetes CI. Okay. And I am creating it as public repository and click on hit on create. So guys, this is the repository is created. Here you can see this is public, and now here what I will do, I will just go to the third step. This is getting on the repo, create a folder GitHub workflows. Now, when I will go to the GitHub Actions, guys, see here, this is the action option. Here you will see a sample workflow, and when you scroll down, then you can see different types of deployment they have given so that different people can interact with the different types of application like Terraform. If Amazon's CSC want to deploy the application, or you have to deploy the Node.js application to Azure Web App. So these are the different, pipelines you can see here from or resource you want to deploy. Okay, so now, but I want to set up my workflow myself. Okay, so I will click on here, set up workflows myself. Okay, because I am creating a my own workflow here. So I will simply set up a file, and here automatically you can see that the GitHub and workflows folder is created, guys. Here you can see. Okay. So now what I will write the contents of the file, guys. Okay. In the folder, create a YML file with the extension .yml. So YML file, what it does, it will interact with your app and pull the necessary things. Okay. So suppose I want to do any kind of changes in my website. Okay. Suppose there is a Friday, Amazon Friday sale, and they asked to update the discount offers. Okay. They are, company is giving like 50% discounts to the customers. So what they will do, guys? So I want to implement in the website this thing. So how I will update my app? So I will update by YML file. Here I will create an exchange, means source code I will create here, and through that it will automatically push into the site. So that's the reason we are using the GitHub action, guys. This GitHub action, that is the reason we are managing the pipeline by means of YML file, guys. This is the purpose, easy purpose. So now let's go to our agenda, which is simple CI/CD pipeline to perform single node cluster in a kind using GitHub Action. So as you are following my previous videos, here I can also create a basic CI/CD pipeline, thereby asking us to maintain the deployment flow, guys. So it's a very simple pipeline we will create, guys, here. So let's set our workflows where we will write the kind-ci.yml file. So here I will give the not as main, but I will give it as kind-ci.yml file. I will write. Okay, so that will ensure us that we are creating a YML file inside our workflow, which is on main branch. Okay, guys. Now how we will create this file? You can create this file by means of see, this is the YAML file which will copy the code and will paste it here, because I will explain it how, but for the time being and consumption, we will create this simple file, and we can be on means it's an action in order to push the code to the branches. So which branch it will push to the main branch. So what is the main branch name? Which is this kind-ci.yml. Okay. Now after that, what it will do, it will check for the next pull request, which is taken from the main branch. And now here, this is the job name. Now jobs is in the kind of kind-ci, which is we are creating the cluster name as this type of job is performing kind-ci, which is our file name, which is .yml. Now it which on runs on ubuntu-latest. So we are giving the instruction here. What it will do, it will perform these steps. Now on Ubuntu machine, we are deployed this to. So as you better aware that we have deployed this app on our Ubuntu machine, which we have created the cluster on Ubuntu machine, and through that it will deploy the latest version. Now what it will do, it will check out the repo first, actions check out v4. So what it will check out will do, it will check out the actions first, and after that through kubectl command line interface, it will uses the kubectl setup. So let me log into the Ubuntu machine and power it off so that I will show you. We can check the kubectl status because we have created the cluster there. Okay, so this is our and which setup it uses. Suppose we are using Azure setup, then you can give the version as kubectl v4, and simple if it is install kind, and these are the instructions through which it will be creating the single node cluster. And more basic version also we can write if we don't want to perform this kind of complex deployment, but it's a very easy steps. We can create a single node cluster. So this pipeline will automate this task, which we have created by manually in our lab setup. In this virtual Ubuntu box, which we have performed, this we are trying to centralize it by means of GitHub Actions, guys. Okay, terminal, and here you can see that this is the Ubuntu machine, and here we would go to terminal, and we see here on it will perform the kind cluster and give the permission. After that, once a single node kind cluster is created, it will verify the cluster when it's running it on it, kubectl get nodes cluster information. These commands we have already deployed in our uh, Ubuntu machine. Now we will automate this command on our basic GitHub action workflow where the deployment would be successful. So this is our deployment strategy. From there we will create this file and create this folder also we can create. So this is the setup for creating our workflow. I have pasted this file and wait for the deployment. Then it will check out for the kind version and running smoke test. So we have created the YML file. Now add the workflow content in the file, commit and push the changes. So once we will write this file, I can commit these changes, clicking on commit and push changes option. Okay. And after that, I will again go to Actions tab and check the main repo on the left hand side. But before that, we have also to create a KTest folder in that deployment.yml file. Also, we have to create. So let's go to our GitHub, our ChatGPT, where we have to create this file as well. So let's we can. This is the simple file, YAML file. In the name, we can give the test tab as our name, and here the replica sets we have created one. So replica is one we can give here, and match labels. So these are the metadata, template metadata, specific container we are using. So nginx we have used in our case, and meaning the which port we have used, which is container port 18. Okay, so this file I am creating in my, but first I will put the commit the changes. Step 6 I will follow first. Okay, so this is the commit. I am committing the changes. Here I will write the adds kind-ci workflow for Kubernetes deploy, commit changes. So this will perform the kind workflow here. And when I will go to actions, after that it is saying go to the main page of repo and go to actions, select the workflow from left hand side and check the logs. I'm going to GitHub actions here, and left hand side checking the workflow. Set this step I am on, which is select. Step 8, select the workflow from left hand side, check the logs and results. So this I am, see guys, this add a kind-ci workflow for Kubernetes deployment. See, it is means our workflow is working in progress. So, and after that, how this CI will work in, we will check here by GitHub runner, means what it will do, and it will just creating a local Kubernetes from inside a cluster using Docker, so that kubectl can talk to the cluster and everything inside runs inside. Say what everything runs, everything means in our repo these files get run. This is the deployment file which we have created, kind-ci.yml. These are the steps which are running in our jobs. Okay, and now this is the example Kubernetes deployment which we will create inside that folder. So this file also I will copy and create a KTest folder to support the pipe. So since this is working, let's go to our repo here. I will action will go, and you can also go to your repositories. So once this, it may take around 2 to 5 minutes depending upon the file size and depending upon the level of steps which we performed. Because since it's a big way, it will install the cluster, it will perform the curl library, it will pull the data from the curl, and from there it will host it, And after that, it will also check for the user permission, creating the cluster. So it will take some time, around 5 to 10 minutes. And once that is created, we are ready to test the workflow. Okay. So this is about our GitHub workflow. And from there, this is a sample workflow we have created for this GitHub actions. And after that, we will check for this file as well. So for optional adjustments or optional improvements also we can do here in a specific configuration. If you want improvements, then we can locally build those images. Okay, this we'll see in our upcoming video. But let's first test this as our deployment k-test folder. I will also have to create for the second set of GitHub actions. So I will go again to actions, and here I can create a second workflow. So for that I have to check first. Okay, guys, see, this is pushed by my repository, and here my branch name is this. These are the events, success, failure. So these are the steps it would be performing. So when I click on here, it will show that this is getting failure. Now here you can also check the usage, the log files, why it is got failed and how much duration it got. What are the actions, the annotations we'll get here, because we have not run the deployment yet. Means we have not run the second set of job. See, this is the error: process completed exit code 1, because it is not able to, maybe not able to run the API. We have set up the job, it is got successful. Okay, current runner version, it is checking for the, and these are the usage, the workflow file summary. We can, here you can get. Now again I will go to here my account on this repository, and there I will create on this much this thing and create a folder under actions. So here basically I will create a folder. So this path we have to follow into in our main repo. We will create a k-test folder. Branches, this is the main branch, and this from the tags also you can go here, and here I can add a file, create a new release. Can if you want, you can create a branch. Now again I will go to GitHub Actions, and this is one branch. Now here these are the events, guys. Let me show you once again. These are the events through which we are getting this push event is there. So if you want to push, then again we can re-roll back the state. And here also it is checking the commit name. Okay. So this is our code which we have run for making the rollout. Now here any kind of comment we have to and make the deployment. So for that we can comment it out. So we will sort out these errors of what happened in our why this the status is showing fail, to check the log files. So for that we'll check in our next upcoming video, guys. So till then, I hope you may understood the workflow of how the GitHub workflow works in our single node cluster. Thank you for watching.